Here we are, Gary Johnson at 1522 High Point Street, Los Angeles 90035. This is Gary Johnson, tenant number 9. We're going to go out and look at this intercom system here. So this is called, it's a door entry and also an intercom system. So let's take a look at it and see if it works. And here we are. We're looking at it. We're going to push contacts, see what happens. Let's try number 1. Now there it's calling number 1, right? This is what it's doing. This is 1522 High Point Street. This is on the outside of the box. Now it's not doing anything because there's no tenant in this unit, okay? So let's try another one. Let's try tenant, let's see. Let's try tenant number 5. Tenant number 5 is not doing anything. Let's try it again. Absolutely nothing, not ringing. Okay, let's try tenant number 9. That's who I am. It's calling, but who is it calling? We don't know. Nothing's picking up. This is the intercom system. Obviously not working because it's dialing, but who is it dialing? I have my phone in my hand, so it's not dialing me. See, so it's not working. Let's get out of that. Let's go to try number 3. That one has a busy signal. I don't know why. There is a person there or someone's there, number 3. Let's try it again. Number 3 doesn't work. Okay, so intercom system does not work. And this is a property that is a rent-controlled property under Mayor Karen Bass. And so let's go through the building and look at what's happening in the back. Okay, we're just gonna walk down the hallway here. Got our video running. So the intercom system was also authorized by the City of Los Angeles, the certificate of occupancy, I think around 1971. That intercom system, or an intercom system, was installed and was working at this building. So the city does have a hand in that. There's another camera there. They just put that in recently, but no notification as to why the camera's there or what it's being used for. Maybe some type of Russian spy satellite. Okay, let's go out the back door and see what's happening in the parking lot. Here's the infamous parking lot that has, let's see, I think it has 18, 19, 20, 21 parking stalls, 27 parking stalls. This is stalls 17, 18, 19. And these are tandem stalls in the back here. So these are the stalls that make the parking come up to 27 stalls. And there's the single stalls here. Okay, and this is the stall here, number 13 and number 12. 13, if you look at the COO for the building, 13 was actually extended because of the tenant. And I've asked for for a single stall 12 to be extended to make it a tandem stall, and the owner has refused. But you see stall number 12, there's enough room to make it into a tandem stall, you see, but the owner refuses. And you're going to see some text messages here where the owner refuses to answer the text messages. Anyway, let's look here, see what we have. It's the garbage area. We're going to go into where the water cooler, water heater is. There's a problem in here because every 3 months the water heater, water cooler stops working. I guess one is the boiler and one is the water tank. But it just stops working every couple of months. I don't know if that's a connection or not a connection. I don't know what's going on there. The code enforcement doesn't know either. So this needs to be checked out by code enforcement to see if any of this is done properly. And let's see, now we're going to go over here. Now you see this debris here? Why are these two doors sitting here? They're not connected to anything. That's a health and safety hazard right there. Those are two doors that are not connected. So let's go over here now. Today's date is, shucks. Can't figure out what today's date is. I'm going to say today is the 22nd. It's a Tuesday, so I think it's the 22nd of April, 22nd. Okay, here we are, those two doors again. That's debris, that's a health and safety hazard. Now we're going to look here behind this. What is this going on here? Code enforcement doesn't know, the owner of the property doesn't know, but it looks like it's a hole in the wall. So something's going on here. This needs to be patched, and this is a health and safety hazard. And you're going to see that I got a text message from David Diaz, Power Property Management. He wants me to give him a good review, but why is this hole in the building? You see? And I need to go back up to the front and show you the hole underneath my apartment. So we're going to go up to the front now. And we're going to see now this is called the crawl space. I think that's what this is called. The problem is that in this lot, we have some cars that are electric and some cars that are not electric. This is Gary Johnson, tenant number 9, by the way. And what happens is, since they put in the parking gate, which was a number of years ago, cars that are ICE cars or gasoline engines, they stop at the gate before the gate opens. And when they stop at the gate, they sit here guzzling gas. And what does it do? It goes right into my apartment. So I'm getting carbon monoxide poisoning here day by day. And here's the crawl space. This crawl space needs to be closed off with some type of glass or something to keep that carbon monoxide from going up under my unit and causing illness to me and injury to me and the occupants of my unit. So that's one of my complaints right there. And then last but not least, here's the abandoned vehicle. 1522 High Point Street, 90035. Here's the abandoned vehicle. And doesn't have good plates. It's been here a number of months. Code enforcement has cited them before. And you can see the front tire is flat. So that is also a health and safety hazard. So that's my review for today. Gary Johnson. This is the air conditioning that only some tenants are entitled to have. All tenants don't have the air conditioning. I don't know what the qualifications are, and neither does Governor Newsom. And Mayor Karen Bass doesn't know what the qualifications are either. If you have to be black or white or Spanish, or what's the qualifications to get an air conditioning in your unit? I don't know. It's a housing service that is unknown to how to qualify for it. That is the city of Los Angeles. I would not recommend anybody move into any property owned by High Point 1522 LLC or any property managed by Power Property Management Group, because they're just going to discriminate against you, whether you're black, Spanish, have a disability. They're going to discriminate, and code enforcement and the mayor's office is right behind them every step of the way. Okay, thank you very much for listening. Today is Tuesday, I believe April 22nd. It's about 2:00 p.m.